Welcome to my face. I'm James St. James, and this is Transformation. I'm so excited. I have with me today the world famous, the fabulous Miss Meth. How are you?
I'm fabulous, thank you. You keep talking about me on this show.
How do we
the amount of times I get sent little memes of you going, I love meth, and I'm like, I don't know if she's talking about me.
I was gonna say, we aren't talking about you. Where did the name Meth come from?
Well, true story, I was stoned with my sisters.
Sure,
and we were looking for a new name for me, and my sister Maxie Moore just went, what about meth? And we were high, so we laughed. And then I kind of sobered up and woke up the next day and thought about it, and I just kind of like how disruptive it is.
Yes.
It's very blunt.
You have been doing a night in London called
The Meth Lab.
The Meth Lab, but you've just lost your space?
Yeah, the Black Cap, our venue in Camden, got sold and shut down.
Now, the Black Cap is a legendary London space. It's been around since the...
Well, the licensing dates back to the 1700s, but it's been gay for over 50 years. I think it's like 52, 53 years it's been gay, so before it was even legal to be gay.
Right. It might not be over. Homos are uprising about this.
We had a huge protest outside, the hashtag We Are the Black Cap campaign. The new owners, I don't think they quite realised what they were getting themselves in for. They bought it, and after the sale had happened, the council decided to grant it Asset of Community Value status. The space provides a certain kind of service and space to a certain community, so it gets this protection. If it has the community value status, they can't change the use of the space without approval from the council.
And what happens if you don't? Where will you go?
Well, thankfully the Meth Lab has already found a new home in Vauxhall at the Eagle.
Oh, that's another legendary space, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been around for quite a long time now, the Eagle.
Tell me a little bit about the London scene. So who are some of the other people that I should be on the lookout for?
Well, you should definitely be looking up my entire family, the Family Fierce. We're a collective of 7 drag queens and burlesque artists and drag kings and weirdos and freaks and dancers.
The difference between American and British drag is, that we have, we basically have a pageant system here. I've been told that you come from the panto tradition.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's character-driven more,
Yeah,
maybe.
I'd definitely say that's where English drag comes from. A lot of the older queens that are still going, it's very campy, and it's about being a good entertainer.
Whatever happened to all those taboo kids and Philip Salon and all those club kids from the 80s and 90s?
Tasty Tim is still going.
Is Tasty Tim still going? I love Tasty Tim.
Tasty. I think drag definitely had a lull in towards the late 90s and the early noughties, until the East London scene started emerging. What's quite nice about the UK scene at the moment is feels like these new scenes are popping up quite organically all at the same time. You've had me and my family in London, and the Manchester girls, there's a fabulous trio in Brighton called the House of Grand Parade, who I absolutely adore.
What are we going to be doing today?
I am going to turn you into a meth head.
Not a long walk.
So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to do my face on you, but then we're going to give you some really fancy, sparkly kind of sauce.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go. Okay, so what's our first step?
I'm going to get my primer. Mostly just because it smells really nice. This is the, what do they call it again? The matte veil. But yeah, I mostly just like this because it smells really nice and it just feels lovely.
Come smell me, Blake. Come here. Right? Here, wait, go get the thing and just smell. Come out here. Everybody from behind this side. Come smell it.
White liner.
You're starting on the eyes?
Yeah. Oh, just the white line, because I do such a heavy white line.
Now, have you been to San Francisco?
No, this is my first time I've ever been to America.
This is your first time in America? And what do you think?
I've really enjoyed it so far. Really, really enjoyed it.
Brits love LA. They come here and they will never leave because the weather and it's so laid back. And what did you do? What would you?
I do a version of Katy Perry, Raw, but I cut in inspirational battle speeches from things like 300 and Gladiator and Braveheart, and then it culminates in a minute-long Aragorn at the Black Gate from Lord of the Rings, and I get on my horse and I'm like.
So what are you using right now?
I use Kryolan for my base. We don't really have that much access to good, decent drag makeup in the UK. So yeah, I go with Kryolan because I think it's perfect drag makeup. It's really thick and it's,
it goes on
workable, and it's quite cheap.
And this is still
Kryolan. Weirdly, I can't find this anywhere in the US. It's like a little pot version of the TV paint stick. It's not as hard. I find it's easier to work with. I don't really go in for the whole just smear paint stick everywhere. I prefer a bit more control with a brush.
And right now you're just contouring and
I use 3 different shades for like highlight into base, and then I use 2 different shades for the contour.
So you were saying that you're staying at a sleazy hotel.
Oh, it's trashy as hell. Sorry, Mum, I've been lying to my mum all week and saying that it's not that bad. She's like, I'm 26 now, but my mum's still like, worries and things. I've had some very interesting neighbours.
Well, yeah, what happened? They're having orgies all over?
I'm running on 4 hours sleep at the moment because last night there was, what I'm assuming was an orgy. There was a lot of squeaking, a lot of pounding, a lot of feet coming in and out and doors opening and closing, and 6:30 in the morning.
It starts again?
Louder than it was even before. And they were like playing,
And it's really that, is the walls are that thin that you can't sleep because...
It was so loud.
That's right. Should you be banging on the door, the wall?
Again, I'm slightly worried that I'm going to get shot if I do that. You guys can buy guns. Like, it's genuinely quite terrifying to us that guns are so readily available here.
It's true.
I know, it's just paranoia. On to eyes now, which are the biggest feature. I'm a clown queen. Like, I have the heavy white line and the huge eyes, huge lips.
These are some pretty colors.
This is literally my face in a palette.
This is the sugar
when
pill.
I saw that, like, this is obviously...
You met yourself. She is a big eye, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. I should be going to Vienna next year at some point because
See, because I guess that's what made me think that Europe was filled with it, but I guess they just get the...
But it all crosses over so much. Like, there isn't as much like just the drag scene. Like, you'll find drag will intersperse with burlesque and with fetish things.
It's funny because I guess that shows my age because to me, I always think of London as, Lee Bowery and...
Yeah, we had it.
Yeah, and Philip Stallone and all those, George and everybody. And I always just think of London as being that sort of crazy, gender fucked.
Well, I think that's what the East London scene did definitely fill that gap, but I feel there was a little lull in between the end of the old, that older scene and when the East London kids came along. That's cool. So I'm going to do your eyeliner now.
Okay.
And when I say eyeliner, I mean like...
The eyeliner.
Yeah, your entire...
And you use like a liquid liner?
Yes.
I see your butt crack.
Yes, I start off with a cream colour concentrate from OCC, just as like a good base, and then I go over.
And does it need to be wet, or is it just it's automatically
like a good, creamy consistency?
And this was that Alcone that you were just telling me about?
Yeah. Alcone 244 fluid.
Alcone 244.
They said it's usually used for removing like prosthetic stuff, but it's for all of my like purples and stuff just stain.
It's just like a liquid. It's not like a
just kind of dab
cream.
It on a cotton bud. I use a white because I find cotton buds tend to like fray on your stubble by the end of the night, so to blend out the ends of my eyeliner.
So it's not like Amy Winehouse-y?
Yeah.
This is you just filling in that white.
Just makes it brighter.
Have you had a chance to go to like the wig store on Hollywood Blvd?
No. Wigs particularly is one of the really hard things to get hold of.
Well, I was just thinking that there really isn't, that you don't have...
You can get natural hair colour wigs, but I only ever wear coloured. I don't wear blonde or brunette or black, and it's next to impossible to find. This is pretty much my face, but I'm now going to turn him into a meth-head with loads of like colourful sores and things like...
You're just putting moles on my face now.
Pretty much.
It's like that flesh-eating bacteria.
Hey, what's up? On behalf of Jim Henson, I want to thank you on behalf of us for knowing you at the perfect time of hello. It actually is true.
I gotta go in the other room.
And you also, I don't know, because you're the hello.
Hi, James. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I do remember you.
Yeah, I think we've met.
On behalf of Macaulay Culkin, thank you.
Macaulay,
No, really.
We have someone down in the basement who's gotten into the building who's a little crazy. We need someone to come and help us. I don't know. We just need help. Get someone big to get Jordan to come down or something quick.
And for you to show up for us, I want to thank you on behalf of the Paramount Levels down to our perfect stage, directly in the middle of a Regency period ship. You are the worst ship of life. You are friendships that don't ever break. Brooklyn balls to LA's Cholitas. On behalf of My Crazy Life, Por Vida Loca, Viva la Glam starts with you. Thank you so much on behalf of Lucas Martin and friends. from eons ago. Lady Gaga's and Menage's. We are all a menage a trois.
Yeah, but we have to get back to work. So
I have a master's degree in film and psychology. Yeah.
We have to go. You have to get out right now.
You give me 3 reasons why. Tell me right now. You are why. You and me are a team.
Oh. You want like a meth-head walks in.
Come with me, 2 of you now, outside. Now, out of respect for each other.
I know, but I can't.
We won't respect.
We're working.
Or have you sent anybody? Well, I mean, just someone from World of Wonder to come down and help because we were sort of being held prisoner. Okay, but in the meanwhile, we're being held prisoner. So if we die, it's because you wouldn't send somebody downstairs. What was that? Just a little bit of excitement.
Yeah. The crazies of Hollywood and something else. The people that sit on the streets kind of screeching at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that we're just painting my face to look like a meth addict. Who should wander in? But somebody have a street person situation. So, like I was just saying, he was sort of cute, wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
Like the weird little meth boy wanders in, like cute.
Of all the days.
Of all the days, and I mean, but clearly out of his mind, like not making a lick of sense.
Yeah.
Like just, I mean, on weird tangents and was not even conjugating properly.
No.
Just very strange. Were you nervous?
A little bit, but I mean, he looked quite frail. I reckon I could probably take him.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't seem violent. In fact, he was sort of impressed. He wanted to meet Michelle Visage.
Yeah.
And then he said he was part of the Macaulay Culkin welcome wagon or something.
Uh-huh.
Something.
Famous group of people that welcome Macaulay Culkin to places. There's probably a bit of footage of us just going. After our lovely visitor, I'm going to do lips now.
Okay.
Which are probably my favourite. Lashes.
Gorgeous. What are they?
These are
The 301s.
They're 301s, but they're not the 301s that I know.
They are the
They're not
301s
as
that I know
spiky.
either. Okay. Yeah, oh my God. Meth, give me lots and lots of meth. Yay, oh my God. We got the meth, we got the meth. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Mwah, mwah.
So much fun.
Don't forget to subscribe to Wow Presents.